she was so persistent. Shit's deep, I got a lick and the shit's sweet. They gave Ad more time than Big Meech. How? More time than Big Meech.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Is this thing on? I'm still hearing something in the background though, but we gonna work through it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to episode 13 of the Dopest podcast. Yeah. In my Riley voice. I've been watching the Boondocks recently, man. I felt like I had to take like a little break from it. Cause I used to watch it constantly, but going back to it, it seems so fresh. And I will still say that last season was trash, though. That last season of the Boondocks that Aaron McGruder had nothing to do with, it's fucking trash. More specifically, oh, those first two songs, by the way. That first song was Rock Marciano, 1,000 Deaths, off of Behold the Dark Horse. And that second song was off of Dark Lowe's new project, Charlie Pope. That song was, what song was that? Hold up. Songs I just playing. Meech. They gave Ad more time than Big Meech. Did they, though? I thought Big Meech had life. And I think he's in the feds, ain't he? I know Ab in the feds. I don't know too much about Big Meech's situation at all. Not even too much. Like, I don't know anything about his situation. I don't know how long he got, but I'm assuming if he was like the kingpin that they try to make him out to be, I assume they give all kingpins life, right? Does Big Meech have a like set amount of time? Because I mean, like if they give you like 86 years, that's life in prison. If they give you 100 years, that's life in prison. So it's like. Is Dark Low trying to say that they gave because I know when they hand the sentences down, they do say it like you got 869 months. Like, damn, that's fucking life. So is he counting it like that? Like they gave Ab more months than Big Meech got? But either way, the niggas is doing life, right? I'm not crazy, am I? It's still a fire song though. Free Ab, free Meech. Go check out Dark Low's new album, Charlie Pope. I only listened to it straight through one time, and I wasn't even really in the right state of mind to be listening to it then. But I will say I am going to listen to it again through today. But from what I heard from it, you know, Dark Low, he not going to disappoint. I mean, the lyrics and the beats, from what I could take from it, I don't like to give my opinion too much after the first listen. I mean, like I did a little road trip yesterday, so I had time to listen to some new music. But going back, I was like in and out of sleep and shit. I wasn't really in the right mind to be listening to no music, but it did sound good. I mean, episode 13, man, we moving along. Shout out to everybody listening over on Apple Podcasts, listening over on Spotify, if you're on Stitcher, all those streaming services. What I need you to do right now is leave a 5-star rating. This is a 5-star podcast. I'm a 5-star nigga. I say 5-star level shit. I make 5-star statements. I get 5-star level intoxicated for y'all entertainment. You mean? So go ahead and leave me 5 stars. And what y'all could go ahead and do on YouTube right now is leave a like and subscribe. I mean, and if you haven't already, this is the extra mile. Cause you know Susan likes to hide my videos from y'all. If y'all don't know, I be saying some real crazy shit on here most of the time, not even sometimes. And the way we can beat Susan is by turning on post notifications, you know, cracking that Liberty Bell icon so you never miss a fucking video. I mean, that's what y'all can do for me on YouTube, man. And this community is gonna grow. I don't know if you guys have been noticing, But the YouTube videos have been getting a little bit more attention. That's because I figured out a way to promote the YouTube channel or the YouTube video through Google Ads. I know at first when Google Ads had first came out, I didn't think that I was going to be able to promote any of my videos. I mean, I do it on Instagram promotions and shit like that. But even they're strict because, you know, that's Instagram is pretty much Facebook now. Even they're pretty strict with certain shit that you can and can't say, and they'll deny an advertisement if the algorithm scans through your shit and hear you saying some crazy shit or some shit that's going against one of these new groups out here. They'll make sure that one, you don't get an advertisement, and two, they're gonna make sure that nobody sees that shit, as many people as possible. So I didn't really pay any attention to Google Ads once it first came out. But then, you know, I was trying to figure out more ways to market this thing, and I'm gonna be honest with you, putting clips on Instagram wasn't really doing shit for me. Like, my man Tony called me one day, and he was like, "Why aren't you on TikTok? Why aren't you putting your podcast on TikTok, my nigga?" And I was like, "You know what, Tony? You're right. Why aren't I putting my shit on TikTok? From what I know, TikTok is pretty easy views. It's pretty easy. It's easy eyes. You know what I mean? So looking at the app, because I didn't have TikTok. I'm not the person that likes to be on top of all the new social media shit, and that's a fault of mine because I do social media. Like, I'm trying to get into media, but I just like. I don't really have a Facebook. I don't really use Twitter too much like that. But this is what I do, so I gotta get acclimated to using more things. Instagram was pretty easy for me to use. That's why I was posting a lot of clips on there. But it's really not doing anything for me. Like, I'll post it on Instagram. These motherfuckers will like it, but will they actually go engage in the content? Actually go listen? Actually go watch the YouTube video? So it's like, if I'm running into a dead end here, I'm not just gonna post it on there no more. I mean, I may post a clip here and there, but if it's not gonna be beneficial, why do it? So I figured out Google Ads, man. Some of my videos are not eligible for Google Ads, and I realized it's all about what you put in the title and in the description and shit like that. They'll age restrict your shit. So the video that I posted before the last one, I think it was episode 11. That episode was called Thrill Seeking Horror. Put it right in the title. The word horror right in the title. No, I can't advertise my shit on Google Ads. No, we not putting your shit out there to advertise to everybody. Are you fucking kidding me? Even if, like, I even made it to where it was like a specific demographic. Like, I said, no, don't even post my shit for kids. Post my shit on some mature content. I said, promote my shit, promote this advertisement on some mature content, and they still didn't do it. They still didn't accept the ad. So you can say vulgar shit inside of the episode, but the title cannot be vulgar. You know what I mean? I don't think the algorithm, well, maybe it does, but I think the way that you get snitched on when you say something like in the middle of your podcast is if somebody watches it and gets offended and reports the video. You know how much a cunt you have to be for one to be watching a YouTube channel that is comedy, right? For you to take yourself so seriously to report something for a joke that somebody said in their comedy video, you're a major cunt for that. I mean, I don't care what you went through in life. I mean, it's unfair for you to just, unless this person was being blatantly fucking out of the line, like there's no question about it. Like you're able to tell when somebody's not joking, man. And the climate that we in right now, it just seems like nobody has that discretion anymore. Nobody is able to tell when somebody is just trying to be funny. Everybody's so on edge. Everything's so fucking serious out here. And this is coming from one of the serious motherfuckers you'll ever meet. Like, I'm goofy and shit like that on this podcast, But for the most part, I'm not fucking around with you niggas. I don't be on go, but I be on point. I'm a very serious person. I'm gonna talk about my city, the city of Philadelphia, in a little bit. More gun violence and shit that's happening in the city. I'm gonna talk about that. But I feel like I've always been like this, but I feel like more now more than ever, you gotta be like that. You gotta be fucking serious. Ain't no time to be playing no fucking games out here. I don't know how they just got so serious. I was talking about comedy. Maybe I started thinking about some other shit. Maybe that's what it was. What I'm trying to say is, I'm a serious dude, but I also like to be funny. Like, I'll make some fucked up jokes sometimes, and it should not be taken as if targeting somebody or a group of people. It's just shit. And this is for everybody, not just me. This is for everybody. Nobody should feel attacked. Everybody should be able to laugh at themselves. Everybody's group is so fucking, ooh, this, you can't say this, you can't say that. I'm this pronoun, I'm that pronoun. I identify as a fucking chair. Like, come on, man. Come on. I ain't saying don't do you. Yes, do fucking do you, but I mean, don't put that, don't come and bring your fucking seriousness to this realm, this comedy realm. Don't bring your fucking negative, serious fucking. If you can't laugh at yourself, don't turn this fucking podcast off, man. Cause you never know. I might be making fun of you one day. You know, I might say something about you that's maybe it'll hit home. But I'm at the point in my life where I don't even give a fuck about what people say about me no more. So I'm able to laugh at myself. I'm one of those people that's able to laugh at myself. Like, I'll laugh at my faults. I'll laugh at some things that I'm maybe not the best at. You know, I'll say this. I went on 1FM podcast, the One For Real podcast. I be forgetting how to say that shit. Shout out to my niggas over there. Shout out to the Real Riz. Shout out to 4K Seam. And shout out to my man Kenny. And shout out to boy I didn't get to meet. We gonna meet once I come back on there. But I said something on there, right? I said I used to be dentally challenged. I mean, when I say that is my grill used to be fucked up. Let me do some explaining for y'all. So you know how you have a certain amount of teeth in your mouth? Well, I had some extra sets of canine teeth. So my canine teeth had canine teeth growing in on top of them. Both rows too. Boom, 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 boom. Both canines, top row and bottom row, both of them. So what the doctor had to do was, well, I'm getting too far ahead. While being dentally challenged, I wasn't the most confident in myself. Man, I ain't really like smiling all like that. That's probably what played into that serious shit. That like I always been a goofy person. Like, I always like to laugh and shit like that. But I remember times when I ain't want to smile because I ain't like the way my smile looked. I remember times like that. Shit, that's why you're gonna see me smiling in every picture now. All them fucking years I had to wear them fucking uncomfortable ass braces. Y'all gonna get these fucking pearly whites, my nigga. But yeah, it used to be times where it's like I didn't want to smile. And you know that song J. Cole got called Crooked Smile? I fucked with that song. To an extent though, cause J. Cole's teeth was not as fucked up as mine. Like, I would have kept my crooked smile if my shit wasn't so crazy. Like, my smile was too crooked. If my shit was how J. Cole's was, I'd have kept my shit. You know, that's just vanity shit. But my shit was a medical emergency. If you can, man, you know, I know there's people out there who are dentally challenged, just how I was, right? If you can, you know, get that shit fixed, man. It's a life changer. Like, it'll change your whole mood around, man. Like, real shit. Unless you're missing teeth though, that could get kind of expensive. I mean, if you missing teeth out here, You know, I don't know what to tell you. I know veneers could get kind of expensive, but you know, braces and shit, you don't even need braces like that no more. I had to get braces. I wanted to do that Smile Direct Club shit. I wanted to do what's that other John? Invisalign. I wanted to do that. My shit was way too serious for them Jones though. Them little plastic shits wasn't gonna do shit for my grill. So let me explain to y'all what the doctors had to do for me. Well, first they had to numb my shit. They got that big ass needle that they put all the way in the back of your mouth, shoot it in your gum. My shit was numb, man. And let me tell y'all how much I hate that shit. That's part of the reason why I don't like going to the dentist. They always trying to numb your fucking mouth, man, for something. It's always trying to, like, what are those evil instruments that they have? Like those fucking medieval fucking tools of torture that they use. I hate that shit. They little fucking metal brackets that hold your mouth open, be cutting you and shit. Like, I fucking hate the dentist so much. It's a necessary evil though. It's something you gotta do, man. You can't fuck around with your dental hygiene. And I'm saying this now. Like I'm telling y'all, this is coming from a person that used to be dentally challenged. You know how hard it is to hold the laugh in, my nigga? Like, you don't talk to me if you never experienced this shit before. You never had to hold the fucking laugh in. Or wasn't able to laugh how you wanted to. It's that dentally challenged shit, my nigga. Only a select few. It's like, you hate to be born with that kind of shit. Like, who the fuck is born with 4 extra teeth? And them shits grew in late as shit. Like what the fuck was happening, man? Just fucked up my whole high school social life. I bet you I got less bitches because of that in high school. I mean, don't get me wrong, man. I had a few bitches in high school, especially towards the end. But I bet you if my grill was a little bit more together, I probably would got some more bitches. I'ma put a bitch over there. I'ma put a bitch over there. I might sit on the other bitch like a chair. Yeah. Let me tell you one thing I never did while dentally challenged. I ain't never not think I was that nigga. You know, I might have been a little less confident in smiling. Excuse me, guys. I might have been a little less comfortable smiling and shit like that, but I ain't let nobody walk over me. And I ain't take no shit from nobody. Wasn't nobody bullying or teasing me, shit like that. And nobody even really mentioned it. I guess because I was just a cool dude, but I don't remember anybody like fucking with me about this shit, but I definitely didn't want to smile sometimes. Like, that feels so good, yo. If you guys don't realize, I am in a different location today. I've been in a few different locations these past couple episodes. I'm where it all started, guys. I am in my abode, my dwelling. You niggas don't dwell like me. I can't wait to talk shit. I can't wait to get so much buddy and pop my shit. I ain't going, not like that. That didn't sound right. But I fuck around, get money, and start rapping and shit. Like, I'm hot. I don't know if y'all know, but I'm hot. Like, I be writing shit down with my notes and shit like that. It's just, when you live a certain lifestyle, I sound like these bitches when they get divorced. When I live a certain lifestyle, I just can't go back to getting a job. I have to. Did you see that shit? What Dr. Dre has to give his ex-wife a month in spousal support? That shit is nasty, man. $300K a month in spousal support. Do they have kids together? Do they have any kids under 18 together? That's even too much. That'll support $300,000 a month. Will support 10 families. Not no lavish lifestyle how she's trying to live, but it'll support 10 families, middle class. I think. I don't know. I might be wrong on the numbers, But actually, let's do the math on it real quick. While we bullshitting, let's do the math on it. So 300,000 divided by 10 families. That's $30,000 a month. Let's multiply that by 12, ladies and gentlemen. That's $360,000 a year, which is way more than that's way more than the median income for the average family across the United States. Especially a black family, especially the black households. You know, that's way more. Most people will never see that amount of money in their life. I don't know if you guys can hear Jaden downstairs. I know that was a big reason I stopped recording at my crib. Oh yeah, back to me wanting to be a rapper. I'll get back to that. This is where my rap dream started too, man. I love this room. I'll never get rid of this room, man. It's so much in here. It's something in here. It's an energy in here, man. I don't know. It's something. But yeah, I got some better equipment than I used to record with, so you might not be able to hear Jaden downstairs. But if you go back to any of my early YouTube gaming videos and shit like that, you'll hear Jaden like as a baby screaming and shit downstairs. Funny. My grandma, I'm telling him to be quiet. Like I remember this. I was doing a walkthrough. I forget which game it was. It's like you guys will probably know what it is. It's like Asian GTA. Like it wasn't something dogs, not Watch Dogs. It was Sleeping Dogs. Sleeping Dogs. That's Asian GTA. I'm actually about to. That was actually a great game. I'm not gonna fuck with you. I'm about to tell him to be quiet because I feel like y'all can hear him yelling downstairs. He in his bag right now. He be playing a game and watching YouTube at the same time. Shit I used to do as a kid. I actually told him to go downstairs because I'm recording upstairs. So he did that for me. I'm going to let him enjoy himself downstairs. Plus, I don't know if y'all can hear him or not. So we'll see. We'll carry it. This is how we going to carry it. We'll tell Jaden to be quiet next episode if the editing in this episode gets fucked up because of his yelling. And trust me, if his yelling fucks this episode up, he will be reprimanded. What the fuck have I been up to? Let's start with that. Let's actually get into something. Actually, I'm gonna call him. He has a phone now. I'm not gonna get out my seat. I'm gonna call him and tell him to shut the hell up.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah?
You too loud, man. Stop yelling.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Alright.
Yeah, he just gonna bang on me. He bung on me, y'all. Whoever hangs up first gets the last say. I don't know if you guys know that or not, but that's a general rule. If you hang up first, you got the last word. Oh, somebody else that dropped. Shout out to Riggs, you man. Shout out to the Cloth. It's the Cloth, nigga. Man, Riggs also dropped album called Wake Ups. I was just listening to it in the gym. That was another album that I listened to on the way back. I went to New York last night. I'm gonna get into that too. But on the road trip back, we listened to Dark Low album. We listened to Riggs album, but I was drunk and tired, man. I was in and out. I mean, that was no time to listen to music. I mean, it sounded great because these guys are great artists, but I wasn't able to pay too much attention to this shit. But listening to the album in the gym, that fucking album, Riggs, Wake Ups, the lyrical content on that album is superb. That shit is I feel like he got way better. He's excelled. The production on the album, nuts. I know he started producing a lot of his own shit. I don't know if I'm missing any producers out there. Shout out to them dudes if you did have anything to do with that. You know, I like to live with albums, man. It just dropped today, so I'm not gonna rate any of these, but off of first listens, I'm fucking with all of these songs. I ain't skip shit. I ain't skip shit from Low album. I ain't skipped shit from Riggs' album. I know somebody else dropped too. And I'm missing it. Why did you go to New York last night, Nas? I told you guys last week that my favorite rapper, Rock Marcy, and his apprentice, Stove God Cooks, they were gonna be stepping on the coke in front of a live studio audience and at Sony Music Hall, and that they did. That was my first time going to New York City, y'all. As y'all know, I went to Buffalo to get my passport and shit like that the day before I left for Columbia. But I've been to Syracuse, New York, that's where Stove Guy's from, actually. I've been to Syracuse, New York before. I was filming a documentary for comedian Rich Dollars, and that's it. That's the only times I've been in New York. But I've never been in New York City, like Manhattan or any of the boroughs or shit like that. So me, Jay, and my guy O, we rode out to New York, and I had a ball, man. It's very different than Philadelphia, if I could compare it to anywhere. Very fast paced, overpopulated. There should not be that many people there. There's way too many people in New York City, man. Like, it's disgusting. Y'all piled up on top of each other out there. And I just went to Manhattan. I didn't go to any of the boroughs. Did you know that there was project buildings in Manhattan? There's project buildings all over New York. But there's project buildings smack dab in the middle of Manhattan. Shit that look like some shit I seen on one of them New York movies. Fucking New Jack City, I guess. It looked like one of them Jones where some shit happens at. But there's nothing but white people out there. White people, Hispanic people, all walks of life. You know, our Uber driver, because we went out there, we went to get something to eat. Our Uber driver was he's from somewhere. I'm just gonna say Kazakhstan, because he definitely didn't say that though. He said it was somewhere between Russia and Afghanistan or some shit like that. But there's all kinds of people, cause you know, there's the big melting pot, the big apple, you know, the rotten apple. I mean, that's where a lot of Europeans and shit like that came over on Ellis Island. I mean, they migrated over to America. I know, I understand why there's so many different communities there. There's fucking Italians, Russians, the Yugoslavians, it's literally that diverse there. And I didn't see any of it. You know, I just went to Manhattan. I just did some tourist shit. I really didn't want to do it because I knew this was some tourist shit to do. But after the show, we walked up Times Square. Oh, I'm all out of order, man. Let me get the fucking order. What the fuck am I doing, man? Let me get this shit in order. I'm talking about after the show. I ain't even say what we did when we got there. But we got there a little late because of some Turo shit that I'll talk about after this. Because I want this to be positive, and we're going to end on a little angry note. We're going to end on a little rant. I don't know if that's the way to do it, but that's how we're going to do it this week. So we got to New York. Boom. Parked in the parking garage. I rolled up pretty much all the way outside of Philly. Because, you know, cannabis is now... I don't know if it's recreational. I think it should be. It might as well have been recreational, but we are able to smoke outside and shit like that in New York. So that's why I was rolling the whole way. Once we got there, we parked up, and we called the Uber to go to Sweet Chick, which apparently is a restaurant that Nas is a major owner of. So we was just smoking and waiting for our Uber. You know what I mean? That's not really it. See, it was more of a big deal because my generation is not gonna give a fuck because we do this anyway. Like, honest, like, right? We smoke outside. Like, we do. This has been something that we just do. This was a huge deal for O. O is he's older than me and Jay. he used to go back to New York back in the 90s. That's around the time where he said you were going to get sent to Rikers Island for smoking weed. I mean, smoke weed outside on the corner like we was if you want to. Nigga, you was going to get put in the back of a paddy wagon and shipped off somewhere. You know, on some real kidnapping shit. For smoking a plant. Well, let me put this roach out, man. Let me roll the fuck up again. I'm home. They're like, this nigga don't smoke no weed. He's sitting here with a fucking roach in his hand. If I roll up, I'm going to be distracted like a motherfucker. I already know it. So I'm not. But, so we smoking, waiting for our Uber and shit. Then, we headed over to Sweet Chick. We noticed something, though, on the way over to Sweet Chick. Like, we rode down Broadway and all of that shit. I got to see the whole Manhattan, like, the touristy shit, you know? I got to see it, I guess. Whatever, whoop-de-doo. But we noticed something on the way there that we figured, but something that was, like, 3 miles away took, like, a half hour to get there. Took like a half hour in the Uber, and because you know it's all that fucking traffic out there. So we went to Sweet Chick, but while we was eating, we had the idea of, yo, why don't we take the subway back? You know what I mean? So that's what we did. But while eating Sweet Chick, apparently Nas's brother Jungle. I know of Jungle. I don't know what he looks like though. Like, of course you hear him in the music and shit, but I had no idea what he looked like. So. I couldn't tell, but Jay and O knew exactly who he was. He was just out there chilling out in front of Sweet Chick, smoking cigarettes and shit like that with some other dudes. And I guess he's a New York legend, like right there and shit. I mean, that was cool. So after we was done, you know, Sweet Chick was okay. I got the Nashville chicken sandwich, some French fries, and an Arnold Palmer, which is just lemonade and iced tea. You know, it was okay. Man, the way that they do it, how you scan the QR code and they'll just bring the food out to you. You pay with your card. You could tip through your card and all of that shit. I like that shit. You know, it ain't doing too much. My fucking headphones just switched ears on me. This shit is so fucking weird, yo. Oh, all right, there we go. That shit just fucked me up. My voice. So I got this fucking this interface over here. I got the I think it's the Rode Procaster or some shit, or the Rodecaster Pro. Either this is the Rodecaster Pro. Yeah, that's the Procaster. This is the Rodecaster Pro microphone. It's a fucking short in the in one of the headphone slots. Right, so me speaking just transferred slowly too. It was weird. It transferred slowly from this headphone right over to that headphone, and I had to play with it a little bit so it could be in both ears. You guys don't know my struggles, man. You guys don't even know what I have to deal with on a daily basis producing this for you, man. You just don't know. You just don't fucking know. You don't get it. It's such hard work sitting here talking. Sitting here running my fucking yap. So we go down into the subway. We swipe. We had to get a Metro card, and you know, we swiped it, rode the train and shit. I'm from Philly, man. This isn't really like that wasn't a big deal getting on the subway. I know New York subway is way more intrinsic, and it's much more to the shit. That's what a lot of people use to get around rather than cars and shit. It's faster. I get it. New York subway, 24 hours, blah blah blah. I get it. But I'm from Philly. What I really noticed that it was way more clean than Philly subway. You know, and I didn't even remember that New York had fucking rats like that. I wouldn't even went down into that fucking subway. I started thinking about rats once I got down there. But I'm like, don't New York City got a rat problem? I'd have never came down in the subway if I had remembered that. Thankfully, I didn't see any. But I understand why New York City got rats, because it's fucking disgusting. It is nasty out there, man. It stink. It's fucking trash everywhere. It's trash piled up on every corner. It's just nasty, man. It's nasty out there. Shout out to New York, though. Yeah, I've only been to Manhattan, but that's supposed to be the nicest part, ain't it? That shit was nasty. Philly nasty too. Like I dropped my car off to somebody else the other day, and it was pretty close to my Honda, so I walked to the Honda. I mean, got my little cardio in for the day. 3 miles. I mean, well, that's a little walk. So I'm walking, and I'm like, yo, it smells like shit. I'm walking. I keep walking. As I walk through the city, I walk from like, where was I at? I'm like Duncannon. I was around like Alney, Ogons, that area. I walked from over there to like Germantown. It smelled like shit the whole time, man. Philly smells like shit. It smells like shit in Philadelphia. I probably never noticed it because I be in the car most of the time. I don't really walk outside like that. The Philadelphia neighborhood smell like fucking shit, man. Especially when the trash is out. Philly stink. You know, maybe that's just some big. Well, Philly, I guess Philly's a big city. Yeah, I think it's like over 2 million people here, but it's not as populated as New York. New York is definitely dirtier than Philly, though. Like, I ain't even want to sit down out there. I'm just gonna come to their city like that and shit all on it like that. So we take the subway to the show. We walk over, big ass fucking line. They searched us, took our alcohol and shit, to be expected, but we got the weed in. You know we did. We get there. To our knowledge, the meet and greet had already fucking happened, which was crazy because the meet and greet time on the ticket, on Ticketmaster, said 9 p.m. Said show starts, said tickets at 9 p.m., meet and greet said 9 p.m. on the ticket. So it was very vague, but we scanned our shit and they was like, yeah, the meet and greet already happened. So yeah, that was salty. He had some openers, Pink Seafood. I'm not really fans of them too much. You know, I didn't want to waste any of my weed, actually. Like, I didn't spark any weed until Stove God came on. Till Stove God and Rock came on. I wasn't going to waste no weed fucking with them niggas. Motherfuckers trying to say we can't smoke in Sony Hall. Motherfuckers was in there smoking, man. Motherfuckers was blowing it down. Us in particular, though, like, we did some scheming shit. Well, not really scheming. Like, well, I ain't pay for it. I ain't had no cash on me. But Jay and O had paid this bouncer nigga, tall nigga. This nigga looked like fucking, I don't know, in the face. His head was fucking huge. He was like Joel Embiid height though, like tall as shit. He in there regulating shit. Soon as he see smoke go up in the air, he's on that shit. He walked right over to the person, tap on his shoulder, like, yo, put that out. I don't know what actually happened though. He never really kicked anybody out for the shit. He just told him. Well, I'm assuming he told him to put it out, but you know, they went back and smoked anyway. Like he had to walk up to people multiple times. So me and O got our tickets last minute, so it was only like general admission left. But somehow, some way, well, money talks. That's how. That was the way. And paid that nigga, and we was in the VIP section, you know, with a great fucking view of the show. You know what I mean? So that shit was live in there, man. I'm glad I went. I almost didn't go because of what I'm about to talk about with this Turo shit. I almost didn't go to this show, and I'd have been salty if I missed that shit. Very salty. What's it called? Stove God. He don't really have a catalog like that. He's pretty new, so he just performed pretty much almost every song off of Reasonable Drought. If you guys don't know about Reasonable Drought or Stove God, please go check Stove God Cooks out. Please go listen to Reasonable Drought. Please. I beg of you. That's a fucking classic right there. Like, people talk all this classic shit. How many times do you actually go back to listen to those albums that they say are classics? That's what a classic is to me. Replay value. That's what a classic is to me. If I could always go back to your shit and the shit feels new and fresh, that's a classic. That's a classic. Or if I'm still catching shit that I missed, like a year or years, even years later, like that's classic shit right there. So To me, that's my definition of classic shit. That's how I like my classic shit. And rock, like, yeah, I don't even got to say too much. Like, if you ain't listening to the God, I mean, you might not even really be in the underground hip hop all like that. Moss, nigga. I built this from the ground up, kiddo. This a kilo on my earlobe. For real, y'all some weirdos. The new Ferragamos with the clear soles. The new Tech 22 with the air holes. Gotta be prepared, Holmes. All right, I got a veggie burger in the oven. I'm about to go hook that up real quick. And I'm gonna get right back to y'all. My stomach just started hurting for a little bit. I had to stop talking. I had to stop and decide whether or not I'm gonna take a shit in the middle of this podcast or not. And I think I'm gonna push through it and take my shit after the podcast. Anything else happened at the concert? No, we paid to get in VIP. Jay also had to pay the boy to stop coming over and telling us to stop smoking too. I think he gave him like $30 so we could smoke over there uninterrupted. Yeah, it was just cool seeing everybody, man. It was cool seeing Rock perform. It was cool seeing Stove God. Rome Streets came out. Rome Streets was there. Flea Lord was there, spitting his mid bars. After the show though, that's when the touristy shit started. We had walked down Times Square and shit. And Times Square is, I mean, we didn't go there during the day, but I mean, fuck Times Square. Fuck Times Square. Times Square sucks. It's a bunch of big ass screens. You want to know why the city never sleeps? Because those big ass TVs on. That's why. That's why. That's why nobody could fucking sleep. Who the fuck is gonna go to sleep? The homeless people don't even fucking sleep. I saw homeless people tossing and turning on Times Square. Oh shit. I'm talking too much shit. I gotta get that shit fixed. No way I could keep doing that. Ugh. Yeah, it's homeless people tossing and turning down there. They can't get no fucking sleep. Y'all don't turn all them big ass TVs off ever. I didn't get to see West Side Gun's what's it called? His billboard. I didn't get a chance to see that. I had the wrong shoes on, and frankly, I stopped giving a fuck after a while. You know, I kind of wanted to lay down. It's like 2:00 in the morning. Well, the show ended at like 1. We got out of there at like 1, and we walked up and down Times Square. We didn't go all the way up, but we went far enough. Goddamn it, my feet was hurting. I had the wrong shoes on, man. Had on Air Force Ones. You know, terrible shoe choice to walk around New York City. My shit was on fire. And we ate at a McDonald's, you know. My stomach, that might be why my stomach is fucked up right now. Might just be hitting me late. Yeah, I ate McDonald's last night. Ding, 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 ding. I wanted some pizza, but I don't know why. Shout out to New York, though. It was fucking fun, man. That was fun. Now, let's get into this Turo shit, man. I know I said a while ago on here that I'm done renting to black people, but and black people got my shit right now. But these are good black people. The people that got my car now, they're actual family. It's a man and a woman, and they got a little kid and shit like that. They were nice, man. They were actually coming from Milwaukee. I mean, shout out to the champs. I would have went through this whole podcast without mentioning that because I don't really give a fuck. If my customers weren't from Milwaukee, I probably wouldn't have mentioned this shit. I did watch that game though. Interesting. I thought it was gonna go to Game 7. I thought it was gonna get milked out, but no. Giannis said enough is enough. I mean, I needs that. Congratulations though, man. You know, what a fucking season. They wasn't even number 1 in the East. The fucking Sixers was. No pylon teams won this year. Actual fucking organization that, I mean, did it from the muscle through draft picks, how it's supposed to be. You know, not everybody piling on one team. Not a bunch of fucking friends piling on one team. You know, that's not how you get it done. I mean, it's a cheat code. You can get it done that way, but you know, the universe worked in Giannis's favor. It worked in the Bucks' favor this year. You know, you can't plan for injury, man. If all star players on your team are fucking injured, what good are they? You know, so congratulations, man. You love to see that shit. You fucking love to see it. Not, you don't love to see anybody injured, but you know. But yeah, they're my customers from Milwaukee, whatever. They're black. They got the car, cool. But the bitch that had the car, oh shit, we been running it up. 2 people that had the car before these people was one of the dumbest, most stupid situations I've ever been in. And I'm going to put this bitch's name out there. Janine Cook, you are a fucking moron. You're a fucking idiot. And I'm saying it. You're a fucking idiot. And what? Let me tell you what this fucking moron did, man. You irresponsible. And she was born in 83. Fucking act like it. How old are you in 83? How old are you if you was born in 83, man? 38-year-old bitch. You should act like it, man. You should fucking act like it. I'm tired of this shit, man. Cause you know what it is, man. And O made a great point when he said this shit. This is what's most disappointing about this shit. I have never had this problems. I haven't had any problems renting my car to any other race besides black people. Black people have been the crux of am I using that word right? You guys find every single way to complicate this shit. This shit is so simple. Pick up, drop off. Pick up, drop off. God damn, it's always something, man. Y'all always throwing a wrench in something. Y'all always trying to get the fuck over, and y'all irresponsible. Y'all don't give a fuck about nobody's shit. And I'm tired of that shit. So let me explain this shit, man. So it's time. I'm recording. This is last Friday. Yeah, it's last Friday. The trip is about to be done around 10 o'clock. You know, it's like I finished recording. I'm chilling, waiting at O crib. It's nearing time for pickup. So I asked Dice to come get me. He picked me up from O crib. Yes, we were running a little late. She filled the car up with gas. The car was clean. Everything was clean. If she didn't do this dumb shit, she would have been a great guest. But it's the irresponsible and carelessness that makes her a fucking moron. You ready for this? So while I'm waiting for Dice, she says you can leave. She says the car is here, ready for pickup. I said, okay, you can leave the key in your mailbox, right? I said, so you leave the key in the mailbox of your house. What does this bitch do? She says, I'm gonna leave it in the window. I'm not thinking she's talking about outside. I'm thinking she's talking about maybe inside the house, maybe inside the car, but never am I thinking that this bitch is about to leave my key in the front window of her house, smack dab in fucking Kensington. Is this bitch crazy? Is this bitch out her fucking mind? If she was there, I can't even think of what I wanted to do to this bitch at the time, man. Cause y'all don't understand how long I was sitting there and the accusations that was coming towards me. So I didn't respond to it because one, I was packing the shit up for the podcast. And I didn't think nothing of it because I didn't think she was that fucking stupid to leave my key outside, man. I just didn't think she was. So I get there, I'm calling her. She's not answering. Of course, I walk right up to the house, and I look in the mailbox. It's not there. I look in her window because as soon as I read the message, I'm like, oh, this bitch must have left it in the fucking window outside. So I'm looking in the window. Shit's not there. I'm calling this bitch. She's not answering. I call her like, I probably call her like 20 times. She's not answering. We in Kensington right now. Dice left me. And Dice didn't stick around. He left. I think he was going to see a bitch or something. Fucking great friend, Dice. You ain't fucking see if I was okay or nothing. You supposed to wait till I pull off, nigga. I was cool though. I was cool. I had Pfizer with me. I wasn't really worried about shit, except for that key. So I'm out there. I'm on the block, and I'm on the block in the middle of Kensington, man. This is not my neighborhood. I'm not familiar with any of this shit. When she's not answering, I start knocking on her door. I'm banging on her fucking door. I'm like, yo, where the fuck is my key at? So her grandmom comes to the door. Sweet lady. They seem to be Caribbean or something like that. I don't know. They definitely not. Maybe they're not from here. Maybe they are. But they definitely got like a look. She had an accent with her. Maybe she was a sweet lady. I was trying not to direct my anger towards her. The reason I was so angry, and you probably understand why I'm so angry, but I was most angry because I had a trip coming up that night. Like I had to take the car to somebody like at the airport at 5 o'clock in the morning. So she was fucking my money up for these next people. So my grandmom comes to the door. She's like, oh, you haven't been able to contact her. And I'm like, no, but why would she leave the key outside if it's people in the house? I knocked on the door, y'all opened the door. Why wouldn't she just leave it with y'all? She's like, yeah, I know, this is so irresponsible and shit like that. So the bitch, she finally answers the phone, right? And I say, she talking about, did you check all around? I said, bitch, the key is not where you left it. It's not there. What? I hate a stupid Philly bitch in any of these moments because they so fucking retarded. That little voice and the hand shit that they be doing. I can't stand Philly bitches for the most part. I hate you bitches. I got a strong hate for you bitches. The way y'all talk, especially if y'all fucking retarded how this bitch was. Like y'all overall vibe and y'all movements. Like that's why I don't fuck with y'all. Like this bitch was so irresponsible, man. Like I wanted to get somebody to beat her the fuck up, man. Like seriously, I wanted somebody to cause harm to her. So I'm out there. I'm just standing there. I really don't know what the fuck to do at this point. I go up to the car and the door open, right? So I'm thinking maybe the key's in there. Maybe she left it. Maybe she left it in the car somewhere. No. I look all over. The key's nowhere to be found inside the car. I look every fucking where, man. So I'm at a loss. Like I really don't know what the fuck to do. So I called AAA. You know, I got AAA. But I had to sit there and wait for them niggas in Kensington. Like that's not the safest neighborhood to be in, man. I called my mom with this shit. I probably should have never called my mom. I should have told her everything was okay. Cause she worried too much, man. She thought somebody was trying to line me up, which is not completely like left. Like you never know in Philadelphia. Like she wasn't completely wrong in her thinking, but I was cool though. I was definitely cool out there. I was more concerned about the trip than somebody trying to line me up. I wasn't worried about no niggas. I wasn't worried about nothing. I was cool out there. I'm sitting there waiting for AAA. Trying to find like a locksmith and shit like that. So AAA gets there and this bitch, she I'm texting her at the same time while AAA's like pulling the truck in because another thing, she left my car in a private parking lot that my car could have been towed the fuck away in. Like my car could have been towed. I wouldn't know where it was at because it was a tracker in there. But she just fucking irresponsible, man. She's a stupid bitch. Like that's what you call a stupid bitch right there. Like I try not to be too disrespectful to women, but when they do shit like this, there is no way around this dumb shit. I wanted to fuck her up myself that night. I'm not even that kind of dude, but I wanted to fuck her up that night. Like seriously, I was so angry. Like I was in the car, I had closed all the doors. I was in there yelling. Like I was mad as shit. And especially when this happened, she started accusing me. She was like, what are you trying to get another key fob or something? I'm like, bitch, bitch, are you fucking, like I said, I got shit to do. Are you kidding me? I got shit to do. I don't got time to be sitting around here fucking with y'all. You think I'm sitting here playing? Like it's about to be 12 o'clock in the morning. You think I'm about to sit here in fucking Kensington to try to get another key fob out of your bum ass? Bitch, you renting my car. You acting like you in a fucking position of power or something here. She had me fucked up that night, man. She had me all the way fucked up. You stupid whore. Talking about I'm trying to get another key fob out of her. Get the fuck out of here, man. Then her grandmom comes over there. She got her fucking camera phone out. She got it over here though. Think I don't peep her recording me and shit. Oh, like if I don't get the fuck out of here, y'all try to accuse me of trying to get another key fob out of y'all when I'm sitting here, bro. I was out there till like 4 o'clock in the morning. Triple A had to figure out how to move my fucking car without a key in it. You know, once you turn the car off, parking brake goes on. Oh shit, I didn't mean to say what kind of car it was. But the car, parking brake goes on though, so it's hard to move them shits. Like the tire's not gonna move. You can't just put it in neutral. Everything's electric with these cars now, so the key got to be in the ignition in order to pretty much do anything. But good thing I had one of the greatest triple A experiences ever, man. I had one of the greatest triple A, what do you call them, engineers or mechanics or whatever. He was the best though. Like, first off, he stayed with me. The locksmith bullshitted. He said he was going to come in 40 minutes when I called him, and then he called me and said he didn't have the key. So he stuck around with me and waited for the locksmith just in case the locksmith was on some bullshit, and good thing he did. And then when we exhausted all our fucking options, because, you know, we tried to put it in neutral and all of that shit. Good thing the car was still open. Once that happened, you know, he did some shit where he said he put it on skates. So this nigga, he had a mallet and these fucking shits that slide under the tires. So he was fucking hitting the fucking shits under the tires with the sledgehammer, you know, and spraying WD-40 on the ground. So when he pulled the fucking truck, it was crazy, man. I should have recorded this shit. When he pulled the truck, the car actually slid on the skates without having to move the tires and shit. He got it up on the bed of the truck and everything. Got it off that shit. That shit was crazy, man. That shit was nuts. You stupid bitch. So y'all know I had to cancel that fucking trip for the airport. And they had that shit for a week. A whole fucking week trip had to be canceled because of this dumb broad. You stupid bitch. You lucky they made up for it too. You lucky somebody made up for that shit. Or she is gonna pay for it. She's paying for the key fob, but you would have really paid for that shit if I missed out on some money. You'd have really paid for it. I'm not even fucking with you. Like, cause she was so careless. She was so nonchalant about this shit. Like, I'm just trying to help you, bitch. You know what would have helped me? You know what would have helped me if you didn't leave my key outside? That would have helped. You stupid bitch. All right. Lastly, before we get out of here, man, one more thing. City of Philadelphia, officially the most dangerous city, I guess, in the United States. Definitely not the world. But apparently our murder rate per 100,000 people is currently higher than Chicago and New York. That's the state of things in Philly. So maybe y'all shouldn't be complaining about this this bill that allows people to carry guns at 18 or buy pistols at 18. You know, shit's dangerous out here, man. If you're a normal person and you're not a psychopath murderer out here killing people, I think you should be armed, because there's a high possibility that you could be caught up in some shit, you know, that you have nothing to do with. Wrong place, wrong time. I feel like that's how a lot of murders is happening out here, especially the innocent ones. People that's not in this shit. Wrong place, wrong time. Long black car ride. Potato on the barrel bow. Large fry. 3.14. Boy, let's really talk pie. My bad. That concert was lit last night. I don't have too much to say about this. My city's fucking crazy. My city needs something. Oh, there's a news article too. Video.
You
died in the 200 block of North 56th Street, which is just 2 blocks from 54th and Pearl, where during a double shooting, a pregnant woman was shot multiple times last night. So far in 2021, Philadelphia has had a higher homicide rate than both Chicago and New York City. Philadelphia has had about 19 homicides for every 100,000 residents, compared to about 15 in Chicago and just 1 in New York City. During the bye week.
That's not a lot, though. 15 per 100,000. Oh, the shit, that is a lot. My bad. That is a lot. Well, you don't want it to be happening, but it could be worse, right? I'm just saying. I don't know. I'm gonna get out of here though, yo. Damn it! All right, y'all. I'm about to get the fuck out of here, man. I'm gonna play us out real quick. Make sure you guys subscribe on YouTube. All the podcast streaming services, you know. Follow me on there. Leave a 5-star rating. All that good stuff. And I will see you guys next week. This is Home by Curly Bam. Shout out to Curly Bam.